Train to Busan. Fund manager Seok-woo is a cynical workaholic and divorced father of his daughter Soo-in, who wants to spend her birthday with her mother in Busan. Seok-woo sees a video of Soo-in attempting to sing Aloha Oi at her singing recital and succumbing to stage fright as a result of his absence. Overcome with guilt, he decides to grant Soo-in's birthday wish. The next day, they board the KTX 101 at Seoul Station, en route to Busan. Other passengers include Sang-woo and his pregnant wife Seong-kyung, COO Yeon-suk, a high school baseball team including player Yong-guk and his cheerleader girlfriend Jin-hee, elderly sisters In-gil and Jong-gil, and a traumatized homeless stowaway hiding in the bathroom. Before the train departs, an ill woman runs onto the train unnoticed. She turns into a zombie and attacks a train attendant, who also turns. The infection spreads rapidly throughout the train. The group escapes to another car and locks the doors. Internet reports and phone calls make it known that an epidemic is spreading southward across the country. When the train stops at Daejeon Station, the surviving passengers find the city overrun by zombies and hastily retreat back to the train, splitting up into different train cars in the ensuing chaos. Seok-woo learns by phone that his company is indirectly involved in the disaster. The military establishes a quarantine zone near Busan, to which the conductor sets a course. Seok-woo, Sang-woo and Yong-guk, who have become separated from their loved ones, fight their way to where Soo-in and Seong-kyung are hiding with In-gil and the homeless man. Once regrouped, they struggle through the zombie horde to the front train car, where the rest of the passengers are sheltered. At the prompting of Yeon-suk and Ki-chul, the passengers prevent the survivors from entering, fearing that they are infected. Sang-woo sacrifices himself to give the others time to force open the door and enter the car, but In-gil is killed. Yeon-suk and the passengers demand that the survivors isolate themselves in the front vestibule. However, Jong-gil, disgusted at the passengers and despairing for the loss of her sister, deliberately opens the other door and allows the zombies to enter and kill the rest of the car's passengers. Yeon-suk and a train attendant escape by hiding in the bathroom. A blocked track at the East Daegu train station forces the survivors to stop and search for another train. Yeon-suk escapes after pushing the attendant into the zombies, then later does the same with Jin-hee when they run into each other. Heartbroken, Yong-guk stays with Jin-hee until she turns and kills him. The conductor starts a locomotive on another track, but is also thrown to the zombies while trying to save an injured Yeon-suk. A flaming locomotive derails and traps the remaining survivors, but Seok-woo finds a way out. The rest of the group is trapped again by falling debris. The homeless man sacrifices himself to buy time for Seok-woo to clear the debris and Soo-in and Seong-kyung to escape onto the new locomotive. After fighting off zombies hanging onto the locomotive, they encounter Yeon-suk, who is on the verge of turning into a zombie and is begging for help. Seok-woo manages to throw him off, but is bitten. He puts Soo-in and Seong-kyung inside the engine room, teaches Seong-kyung how to operate the train, and says goodbye to his daughter before throwing himself off the locomotive. Due to another train blockage, Soo-in and Seong-kyung are forced to stop the train at a tunnel just prior to Busan. The two exit the train and continue following the tracks on foot through the tunnel. Snipers are stationed on the other side of the tunnel and are prepared to shoot at what they believe to be zombies, but they lower their weapons when they hear Soo-in singing, Aloha Oi.